Yo, Midwest Talk, Midwest Influence Fitness. It's your boy Insane Lex. Fuck with me, YouTube and Instagram. Holla. Yo, what it do? Got another episode of Midwest Talk. This is your player, your ruler, your everyday type of ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right back at you with another episode of this Midwest Talk. But today I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I got two fellow brothers, fellow guests that I've been knowing for over so many years, especially one of them. One of them is my blood, but you know what I'm saying? I've been knowing that nigga for so long. You know what I'm saying? But I like to welcome my bro Mizzo and my brother Wakil Supreme. Welcome to the show, fellas. What it do? Welcome to Midwest Talk. How y'all be?
Yo, what up? What up? What's
Yeah,
good, bro? Peace and
what
blessings.
up,
Peace and
bro?
blessings to the multitude, man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We good. We
Man,
good.
that
I had to talk a little bit of shit. I like fucking with my brother anytime I get on the screen. So, you know what I mean? Just Gemini shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm doing all right. We're going to do something a little different on this episode of Midwest Talk. We're going to talk about relationships. You dig what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's where, as far as black men stand with relationships right now. Now, I'm going to make this disclaimer right now. I am in a relationship. So can't nothing or will nothing be held against me for what I might say. I just want to put that disclaimer out.
e-
Okay. If
even
anyone,
if
wait. If any one of you other brothers want to put that disclaimer out now, you can. If not, we can move forward. You did?
all I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna just tell the truth.
Already. Okay, I dig that. Miz, you good?
I'm pleading the fifth, but yeah, let's get it.
So this is what we're gonna do for Midwest Talk. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 questions that I'm gonna ask, and we're gonna go ahead and just give our own opinions on it. The first question. Now, I did think I was gonna have 2 other people on here. Unfortunately, we got some technical difficulties. But one of the other people that was gonna be on here was my bro Akil, and he's a little bit younger. So I was gonna call this dating in your 30s and 40s since bro is in his 30s, but me and my other 2 brothers is 40 and up. So we just gonna do this was dating. So brothers, why are so many black men single in their 40s right now? What's your opinion on it?
I think it's a lot of it is as you get older, man, you're not settling. You know what I mean? They say women don't settle, but I think a lot of the men aren't settling too. You're more disciplined. You're not just out here trying to run around. You know what I mean? Like we was back in the day when we were younger. You're looking for that right person. You know what I'm saying? However, whoever the right person is for you, kind of willing to kind of hold out for that. You know what I'm saying? You're not settling. You're not taking no bullshit. You're not like, let me just fuck with this person because to make me feel good for the moment. You know what I'm saying? You waiting for that. When you say, yo, man, this is gonna be my person that I'm riding with. You know what I'm saying? Till it fall off. That's what I would say.
What
All
I
right.
would
No,
say
no,
that
no,
oh
bro.
Go ahead, Wakil. What you think?
now I was gonna say it's just experience, man. Like from past relationships um to whatever you seen people that you know personally that's been through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's all that for why a lot of us are single, you know what I'm saying, in our 40s, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to deal with the bullshit of drama, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want peace at the end of the day. Like, you think about it when we was younger, you know what I'm saying? Like Miz said, we was running around doing this, doing that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, once you get into your 40s and your late 40s, you trying to get a bag and settle down, you know what I'm saying? So you want somebody compatible that's on that same mission with you. You know what I'm saying? And man, a lot of this shit is chaos out here right now.
Okay, I'm gonna say this because I'm a little bit of a wild nigga when it comes to this certain little topic. So
We
I'm gonna
know.
say a lot of us really don't know what the fuck we want when we out there, and a lot of us have been scarred from previous relationships. So it makes us a little bit more optimistic if we meet somebody and trying to know them, but we have too many flashbacks on what went down in the past, and we really can't look past it. Because believe it or not, a lot of niggas out here is scarred from shit that happened to them in past relationships. Where think about it,
That's to that.
if you meet a new chick and you constantly bringing up your old chick or ex chick in a conversation, are you more using that as an example, or are you more still stuck on that chick because of the one that you just now getting to know?
I think it depends on whatever happened in the past with that ex or whatever the case may be. So I mean, it could be an example because you looking at the actions of the other person or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then if you see certain things that remind you of your past or whatever, it's kind of like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So you might use that as an example.
Well, and then also what Lex is saying is more like if you just even if you're not using that example, you constantly bring something up that she might have done, or you know what I mean, like or whatever. You might just bring her up, and yeah, that could be it too. You know what I'm saying? Like that could definitely mean you're not ready. You wasn't ready to move on. You didn't fully healed up,
Was
as everybody's saying now. You know what I'm saying? So it's both. I mean, it's every two things can be true, man. You know what I mean? Like all of it can be true. It could be
yeah,
something that could mean nothing. You know what I mean? Depends on how you using it, depending on the context of how you're using it.
But I feel like some of us can't really let go of our past. Like if you've been okay, so let's just say this: all of us got kids,
Yeah,
right? So at the
mhm.
same time, we had to go out there and experience dating on our own to find other women who we might have interest with, right?
yeah,
Some of us have a player lifestyle. So I do believe a lot of us get so used to that player lifestyle when we don't really know the right direction to really take to be in a real relationship.
right.
Some of us, and then some of us have where we want that teammate too. You know what I'm saying? That we just never clicked with the right one to be that teammate with.
I mean, and it's simple communication too, man. With me, that's my toxic trait. Like, what I mean, my communication
Yeah,
skills
mine's too.
got to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I communicate bad. It's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's got to be more communicative. When it's communicative, when something happens, you know what I mean. I tend to shut down. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be more better at talking about it. Let's figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, once the conversation gets rolling, like we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes I shut down and kind of wait too long to talk about it and you know what I mean, cause way too much tension, too much dead space, dead air, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just gotta kind of talk about it immediately, like, okay, look, this what happened. You know what I mean? This is how I feel. Ooh, and however she takes it, if she gets defensive or if she come approaches you and you get defensive, then that's on the one person who's getting defensive. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody feels something, man, you can't help how they feel. Like that's how they feel. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
Like if you love that person, you rock with that person, you got to understand, yo, you triggered them in a way where they don't like it, try to apologize, and
yeah.
hopefully they can move on. Y'all could work it out, and that's it.
And it
Move
and it
on.
goes and it goes both ways. I think my issue always been I'm the more the communicator, and then that person wants to lean on whatever I'm communicating about, and they don't know how to function in that way. You know what I'm saying? So then when stuff happens and I bring it up or whatever the case may be, they try to shut it down, and then that causes me to shut down or whatever the
Mm.
case may be, because it's like, damn, now you gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I it's on every level. So both could be true on that too.
Right,
Okay.
right, right,
Okay.
right,
Okay.
right, right.
That's good shit. All right. All right. All right. So next question. So being that we live in a technology savvy world and things is different now, what do we think as a whole? What do black men look for now in a woman now? Like, what are the qualities and critiques that we want right now? What are some of the suggestions of the main things that we're looking for right now? If we're looking for that partner.
Um,
Matter of fact, let's switch it up. What's the top three things? Let's shorten it up.
that you're looking for in a partner? Yeah, it
Yeah.
depends. I mean, like again, teach his own. Me, it's obviously, um, man, communication is obviously key, which is something that I work on. Communication. Um, someone who can hold a conversation about anything. You know what I mean? We could talk about them letters that's in back. We could talk about the letters or the four window panes or the whatever the six, not whatever the nine damn window joints in the back on Lex's picture. You know what I'm saying? And we could turn that into a conversation where we just and then it branch off to another conversation. Where we can hold a conversation, man. You know what I mean? Someone that can hold a conversation not about something that's toxic or just anything. You know what I mean? We can have an intelligent conversation, man. That's
So
that's
Yeah.
kind of it too. And then What else, man? Overall, just man, spontaneity too, man. Let's not get repetitive in the same old kind of wham wham. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, same, just kind of rinse, wash, repeat. You know what I'm saying? Like spontaneity. But
right.
again, I know sometimes I got to lead too as well, so I got to be able to lead. And hopefully, she could follow. You know what I'm saying? And not follow, but she could match. You know what I mean? And vice versa. You know what I mean? Whatever type of
Yeah,
time she on, you got to be able to match. At the end of the day, like I was saying this to somebody, like it's not about we go by this handbook of what love's
yeah.
supposed to be, and it's like nah, dog. Everybody shit is different. You
It's
know what I'm saying?
different.
Like I'm on some. Shout out to my man. I just this is one of my coworkers, man. His name's Kay, and his uncle. He said this, and I'm like, that's the truest thing I've ever heard. That's kind of how a lot of my relationships went. It was more like the pursuing thing, pursuing the females, kind of like after a while, like, nah. It was more like I like who likes me. You know what I'm saying? Like I like who likes me. So that's kind of like I think a lot of people should live by that, man. Like who likes you. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a girl you like. You wanna you want to court her. You wanna keep coming at her. But sometimes, like, man, I like who likes me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's how I
if
am.
you like me, man, like, well, let's stop. It's not about playing games. It's not about, I'm not above waiting for set, whatever the case is. Let's slow bake this thing. But you gotta like me. You gotta show me you like me, and you gotta let me like you too. And you gotta like me the way I want to be liked, and I'm gonna like you the way you want to be liked. But if you just kicking me down the can, yeah, get out of here. Man, after a while, man, go ahead with that, man. Especially at our age. Man, I ain't got time. We're
Right.
not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's basically it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You said so. You
uh,
said communication, having
yeah.
similar interests, and that last one was more like
Well, it's
just
communication, being able to have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like being able smart, attentive, just have smart, intelligent
express
conversations.
yourself.
Mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like let's work
Hmm.
each other's brain. You know what I'm saying? Before we get it, you
Okay.
know what I mean? Before we even go to all them other places. You know what I mean?
I'm
Ain't
there
nothing
with
wrong
you
with
on that,
that.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
let's do
So
that.
what you think, Wakil?
Being honest and truthful and transparent, bro. Like that's the big thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, be truthful. Cause I'm gonna be truthful with you off top. You know what I'm saying? The only way I kind of like I fall off from a person is when I notice the lies from their what they're saying and their actions not matching up. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see that, that's when it kind of made me back off. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like if we could have a conversation about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like we could be talking about a candle. Or even if you want to talk about this and that, you know what I'm saying? As long as I can relate to it or whatever,
Right.
I could go off of that and then it could turn into this and that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and also too, like, teach me something that I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Indeed.
Like if you, because I could teach you something that you don't know. And if you're not feeding me anything, like that, it gets boring for me. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's another thing,
But
you know.
But I'm
I
gonna say
mean,
so. I'm gonna say for me, I feel like when you looking for, because my top three things was loyalty, communication, and just willing to go get it. So I feel like some of the things that I made as mistakes, I put in the forefront to look for in a woman. You dig what I'm saying? So like I dealt with women who wasn't go getters. I dealt with women that didn't like working out. I dealt with women that didn't really have my whole interest in mind. So morally, I was just thinking with my dick instead of my brain. You feel me?
mm,
So at
Yeah,
the same time, that led to wasted time where I could have probably built something with a real woman, but it just was meaningful, just waste time. You dig what I'm saying?
but I think when you're talking about thinking with your dick, that's more like you just trying to fuck with a chick and just fuck, and then you like, yeah, I ain't dealing with that because you kind of know like where you at with it.
Right.
You know
Well,
what I'm
like
saying?
if she
But
not,
like,
not if she not matching none of the things that I'm just saying, if she not matching none of
yeah,
the things that I'm putting out there on the table for us to
yeah,
really collab together, then yeah, I'm just gonna think with my dick and just do what a man is supposed to do.
I
yeah,
mean, and it goes to what Wakil said. I mean, we're not 30. We should be doing this at any age. You get with somebody, it should be about honesty, transparency, what Lex said, loyalty. But most importantly, like
yeah,
what Lex
loyalty.
said too as well, like the whole mindset thing, what I said, but it's also like I don't want you to like stop the girlfriend, the wife, the this partner. Like it should be, we partner. Let's get this money. Let's build
Yeah,
an
we
empire.
part
It
right,
should be, but if you're not gonna do it in your 20s and 30s, definitely when you're 40s and 50s, you can't be out just meeting somebody. Let's just take it to the casket together, just not try to build something. Like
yeah, right,
you should get with the girl, the woman you get with. It shouldn't be about we just sitting here. Okay, we just like each other. We're emotionally attached, but
right,
not trying to figure out. Okay, we together. Let's financially leave. You know what I mean? Leave
Right.
somebody some chunk of change. Let's go out here and ball out. What can we
Right.
do to get money together? What can you do? What can I do? Let's get this money together. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because that's basically what it is. Like a lot of couples are doing that right now. They out here building, whether it's on TikTok or just
Yes.
do like construction stuff, whatever
Two
they
is better
doing it
than one.
together. Like it's at the point like, and that's how everybody should really. That's how you should do it. If there's anything in the blue in the rule book to love and relationships, it's that get money together. Like that should be in bold prints. Get this money together. It ain't
But it's
everything,
not even.
you know what I'm
It's just
saying?
not a.
But that should be it.
It's just not about money though. But it's
You know what I'm trying to say, bro. And build an
yeah,
empire. You need
I
at the
mean,
end
you
of the
don't
yeah.
day,
want to meet a, I
money
mean,
ain't
Wakil, you don't want to meet a chick. Y'all just want to sit up and be broke. I know you a
No,
go.
no, 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 no. I'm just saying, like, it's not about the money because if I feel like you if you a go getter yourself or whatever, you should be able to attract a go getter, which don't be the case all the time.
about to say
No,
that. Not.
no,
I
yeah,
mean,
it
You know what I'm
definitely don't.
saying?
It definitely don't.
But at the same time, like if you know this person not a go getter or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you talking to that person, you kind of see like that person ain't on that type of time with you. Because I feel like if you know you a go getter, you know what a go getter gonna be like. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
if you know that they're not on that or whatever, and you like, man, like why you ain't doing this, doing that, and they can't give you the answer on why they can't do it, because it's about if they can do it themselves. If they wasn't doing it already, I wouldn't even talk to the person. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like
All right,
what's the
I get
purpose?
that. I
fair,
get that.
fair, fair. But I mean, I'm
I get
just saying though, like that should be at the end. Once you get to certain ages, that should kind of be your goal. Is yeah, you both say y'all both go getters, but you go get it in
Mhm.
different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like she go get it here, you go get it here. Cool, but I
Yeah,
mean, what's I'm saying like what's wrong with building something together? You can have your own little I work here, I do
that.
this. Now
no,
we
but
you
I'm
know what I mean, let's
saying
combine
right,
something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
right, but
Y'all
right.
partners
So
what I'm saying. Y'all partners at the end
right,
of the day. Like
and
that's
and that.
I'm
Oh, go
what I'm
ahead.
trying to say is what I'm trying to say is like, and it sounds cliche, but it's real though. As you get to this age, you realize, man, you want your girl, your partner should be your best friend. Like real talk. Like it should
Yeah,
be that
should be
should be your
everything
best
really.
friend every year. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be your best friend. That's the person. That's your crutch, and you're her crutch, and it shouldn't be taken as a slight that you are this person's crutch or she's your crutch. That's yo. You fall, I'm picking your ass up. Vice versa.
Right,
And if y'all
right.
can't do it, what the hell are you doing? On both sides. I'm not saying like no, both sides don't matter. So at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's just what it is.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. Next question. Me as you already experienced this, so I think this is more for me and Wakil.
Yeah.
Do we believe in marriage, Wakil?
No, I don't want to be married, bro. I don't want
Wow.
to do that. I don't want to do the marriage.
My
Nope.
man said
Why
nope.
not, bro? Why
Nope.
not?
Cool.
Why not?
Nah, because the paperwork, all that, I just don't. I never believed in that. I mean, I do a court thing if it's that deep with me and that person or whatever. But
You're right.
yeah, I'm not doing yeah,
I
jumping over
think
the broom and
I think for me, out of the years that I've said that, I could fuck with it.
yeah.
I could fuck
It,
with it. You know what I'm saying?
it's
I think is a 20-some-year-old me and a
Hmm.
30-some-year-old me was just like, I ain't doing that shit. You know, we go by what Meth said. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a ring to be my wife as long as you down for me. You know what I'm saying?
And I
So
still believe in that.
I do too. You know what I'm saying? But most of the times, yo, today women want that on. They want that on documentation. That
But
yeah.
it's gotta be earned. Like you can't just, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
let me say this though, Miz,
yo.
you still believe in it?
Absolutely. It's not for everybody though, but absolutely. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Listen, it's not for everybody, but absolutely. I believe in marriage. Listen, if you love that person and you want to go through the celebration and the rings and everything, man, do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's work. At the end of the day, it's work. Just know that it's work now. You know what I mean? You know what I
Right.
mean?
But
Like
in
you
the,
file taxes together, you do everything together. That's got to be your best friend. It's work. You got to be able to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I didn't do. Again, I'm not beating myself up. I'm not calling that person out. It's over. It's done. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. I'm moving on. Moved on. You know what I mean? Like you know, it's but it's about it's a failure if you fail in marriage. It's not like something to play with, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's a bigger step, you know what I mean? Like, you invite your whole family, their family. Say you do it like that. Like, why kill you? Right? You can just do it at the
At the
courthouse,
court.
but some people invite their family to the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's a
Right, right, right.
celebration. You know what I mean? You celebrating, they
but I mean,
celebrating you, y'all celebrating life together that you're gonna live only for y'all not to live that life no more. It's just kind of like,
I, I,
man,
I guess my perspective from it is when you're in a relationship, you got to put in the work just to get to that, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
you should
Of
put it.
course.
You
Of
should.
so
course. Of
just
course.
being in tune with that person is work. Period. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
like I said, two things can be true. Like it's you got to put the work in. Period. But what I'm saying is, I still believe in it though. For people who,
Right.
you know,
Yeah,
what I mean,
no
I
doubt.
probably won't get married again. But I'm saying like, I still believe in it. I still believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's some people here who's kicking for 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Going
true.
strong. You know what I mean? Like it's like,
Yeah,
damn, that's what's up. Like you can't. I'm not gonna knock that. That's love. That's
yeah.
Love. Love. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? So you stay
And
through it.
they
You
figured
willing to
out how
work.
to, and they figured out how to give each other space and when to be around each other.
Right.
Like
They mess
I didn't
Right.
around.
make up with
That's where that key word come in, that communication part.
Absolutely.
communication. Yeah, definitely, and just learning the person because I think the issue too with some marriages or you know what I'm saying relationships. For me, I'm not a type of person. I don't like to rush into relationships. You know what I'm saying? But the people that I've been with in the past, nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? They just want to rush and they'd be like, oh well, we should do. I'm like, yo, like you don't even know me like that. Like, let's get to know each other first. You know what I'm saying? Before we trying to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
Okay. 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 All right. So I take it you two brothers is single, right?
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not. So why are you brothers single?
Is a little more recent, but yeah, it's been a while, you know what I mean? At least 6 months. Just didn't, again, I didn't put the work in. Take accountability, you know what I'm saying? Like you could point fingers and say who didn't do what, but at the end of the day, I didn't do my part. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day,
Well,
we was going nowhere. And that's just how I felt. And it was
yeah.
we reached our peak, man. It was like, damn, so what are we
Right.
doing? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right.
Well, I
And it
mean,
was
I get it.
time.
So Wakil, why are you single?
bro, you know, part of mine. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm single. And look, in my last relationship, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not even talking about like recently, but you know what I'm saying, prior, right?
Right.
It was a lot of work that I put into it, and then there was a lot of but we wasn't going nowhere. You know, we got to a certain point, and then it was just like here. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, well, why we not going up here? You know what I'm saying? Like we stuck at this place, and it was just a lot of BS in it. You know what I'm saying? And I guess for me, I'm in the healing journey. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at right now. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Just trying to get myself better for myself, and you know what I'm saying. Whatever comes with that, whatever I attract to me, or whatever the case may be, maybe it'll be on that phase. But right now, I'm just enjoying me right now, man. That's
That's
where
right.
I'm at.
Okay. Okay. But both y'all brothers is still moving forward to still, because here comes my next question. Do you think the type of woman you desire or want is still out there?
Absolutely. You got to think that. You got to think that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't think that she's not there. Like, the whole point of, again, we don't, I once said, man, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm going it alone. You know what I'm saying? If I get single, but who the fuck wants to die alone? Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, so
Well,
you
got
gotta
some
believe she's out there.
got some people that will bring up the fact. I mean, bro, you born by yourself, you die by yourself.
Well, listen, okay, that's cool.
But
No doubt.
I get what the point. I get what you're saying though. Like most women think like that because they don't want to grow older and just be alone. Us as men, we kind of take it as just like it is what it is. Even if you not this and that.
And
Like,
most them men is fucking lying, bro. Like when you're a baby, you're a baby, you're not born with emotions. But as you're an
right,
adult, you got emotions. You don't want to be. But
right.
again, I'm not saying grab on. I'm not again. As we get older, the same thing with women. Like you can't. I was just talking about this with someone else. You ain't pulling up like the same way you caught hit a woman back in the day, Lex. Any of your brothers here, you could hit a woman back in the day. Yo, what's up? Pull up. All right. Now that you hit that same woman, they're gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Cause they like, yo, I'm 40. I ain't got time for this shit you trying to do, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They not on it like that. They on the same thing we are. Like, nah, bro, you either gonna lock me down or don't call me. Like it's just that
right.
serious.
I
You know what
get
I'm
it.
saying?
I get it.
So as we get older, you realize, yo, you know what I mean? You want you're more disciplined of what you want and who you want, but you still want somebody at the end of the day. You still want to
Right.
be
I get it. I get it.
you still want somebody to fucking change your diapers. Y'all change each other's diapers together and shit and push each other's
Wait a
fucking
minute.
water.
Damn.
Okay,
What the fuck?
nigga.
Hey, but you know
All
what's
right,
funny about it?
hold on, Wakil, hold on. So
Okay.
we just had my younger brother tap in. My younger brother Akil. Akil, you gonna you gonna unmute your phone?
I ain't want to just jump in.
No, you good though. The
No,
question I
bro.
was asking, well, let me ask you this first, bro. Are you single now?
I am now.
Okay, you're single now. Do you think the type of woman you desire or want is still out there?
I don't know, bro.
Just be honest. Just say.
I don't know, bro. I'm losing faith out here, man. I'm losing hope, man.
And this is my young bro. He in his 30s and he already saying he losing hope.
Yeah, I'm losing hope, bro.
Well, damn. Well, what you got to say, Wakil? What you think, bro? You still think she out there or what?
I hope so.
I hope
What
so.
you,
I mean, I'm just saying.
I hope
Like,
so.
yo,
Shit.
you
Hey,
can't
what
just
he
say
said.
no. You can't give up like that. Damn. Like,
No,
yo.
it's not even giving up, but it's
No, I'm
like,
saying I'm talking about. I'm not even saying like the Akil's wrong. I'm just saying like, hey, bro,
yeah.
like you gotta hope, man. You can't just say yo, she ain't out there, like you know what I'm saying? Because man, then you
I
settle it.
said I don't know, bro.
All right, but that's what I'm saying. You kind of settle it though. Like man, you gotta say I hope. I'd rather you hear you say I hope than I
He
don't know.
he
I hope so, bro.
he still will hope you say I got hope, killer. Like you hope
You know
she.
what I'm saying?
I
Like
I
nah,
hope so.
I get that.
But
I'm just recently out of situation, so that's why I'm probably
for
you
sure.
know what I
You
mean.
jaded right now. Listen, bro. I'm not even
There you
saying
go.
yeah, bro. I got you, bro. You ain't nothing wrong with that. You jaded right now. Yeah. You ain't trying to hear nothing like that. Fuck
Now,
that. I'm out.
here,
See, there you go.
here's a real kicker question. This is the last question, and I know this probably gonna make you, you know what I'm saying? Like when you even look in the mirror and you look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I do every day. I look in the mirror and I try to find some type of flaw or something that I didn't do right, just to, you know what I'm saying, make my mistakes right. What
Right.
were your mistakes in your past relationships? And if you can acknowledge the mistakes, what would you do differently?
All of us?
I want it all the way around.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, man, communication. You know what I'm saying? Communication, having more patience. Communication and patience. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's my two. And to do it differently, I would have just talked more, communicated more. Maybe we would have been broke up. But at least it was out there, the communication was there,
no, that's a
and
fact. Yeah.
we just didn't sit there and let it die and just let it watch it die. You know what I mean? We watched it die. Again, this is no disrespect to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to her or anybody, any past relationships, but we watched it die. You know what I'm saying? And no one was able to pull it back. Like, hold up, man. Let's before this thing really dies, do this what we really want. Until it's dead. Now we're like, but I don't know. Like, Come on, it's too late. Like it's too late. Well, you know what I mean? Once that emotional attachment goes away, and then it might not be because of female. I'm not even saying you running around cheating or she's running around cheating. It just could go away.
Mhm.
Once it goes, and you can't get it back. I don't care. Like
Mhm.
you could tell me a therapist, how the hell the therapist didn't help you get attracted to her? How does he help you get back attracted to her? Now I could be jaded. I could be wrong on that. I could my walls could be up when it comes to couples therapy and things like that. I could be dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's another mistake that I made. I should have probably tried that. I should have exhausted other options, but I didn't, and we got to the point where it was at, and to me it was just too late. So yeah, I got to get better at communicating all the way around. You know what I mean? Like I said, anytime something feels wrong, communicate in a way where I'm not triggering her and she's shutting down, and then in turn, if I come at her wrong, she shuts down. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I say it in a way where it comes off where she understands what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
but it's manly but adult. You know what I mean? As an adult, where they're like, yo, okay, I got you, I respect you. Not like fuck that, nah, but you coming at me weird, not forget. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it happens like that. You know, when you
Okay.
just not communicate properly. Again, I'm not saying we all know how to talk. We know that. We all know how to talk. We all can talk proper on here. You know what I mean? I'm sure we all can read. We all legible. You know what I mean? We all can articulate our words. But when it comes to relationships, sometimes it just the emotional. Sometimes you say it the wrong way or it comes out the wrong way, and it's like, oh, you know what I mean? The next thing you know, it just turned into something bigger than what it really should have been. You know what I mean? So just learn how to communicate the right way. You know what I'm saying? Treating her the way she wants to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when it's time to be the, you know what I mean? When it's time to be the man, be the man. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I wasn't, but it's still when she might be flying off the handle, man, calm the situation down. Don't make it worse, especially if you love her. You know what I mean? Like, don't walk away. You know what I mean? Because we quit sometimes. We shut down. Or she wilding, I'm walking away. Maybe switch
Okay.
it up. Maybe switch it up and calm her down. Like, yo, chill. You know what I mean? Like, yo, how do you know what I mean? How do we do this? How do I get? You know what I mean? Boom, and then you go from there.
Okay. Okay. Akil, you got something to say on this?
Okay, the question was, what could I have done better?
Like, what were if you can acknowledge your mistakes, what would you have changed?
Uh, man, I'll just lead with love more. You know what I'm saying? I'll be more gentle. I'm naturally aggressive. So, you know what I'm saying? That gotta be careful. Gotta be real careful. You know what I'm saying? When dealing with women, they real delicate. And the kind of women I like, super delicate. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't yeah.
So you
Right.
just thugged out and they was too soft a little bit.
I pretty much how I look at it is like okay, it's like we kind of balance each other out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
Right.
okay,
I like that. I like
Right.
that.
I
That's what's
bring
up.
I bring that excitement that you know what I'm saying that they all want. They all want that. You know what I'm saying?
And they bring
Yeah.
calm.
That danger. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, they all want that. And
Yeah.
then you know what I mean. I like a square chick, so you know what I'm saying. I get squares, and it'd be like you know what I mean.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be too much. It'd
That's what's up.
be
Right.
way
Right.
too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. 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 Wakil, what
Yeah.
you got to say, bro?
Man, me, as far as I think I was going tick for tack sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll give a body blow, but then I try to give a cut to the throat. You know what I'm saying? Like just on some
Proverbially,
tic tac
people.
shit.
Proverbially.
It
Yeah,
sound like you were being Mr. Petty.
Yeah,
I
trying to
was being petty.
one
And
up
I
her.
would be yeah,
You a
like
petty ass nigga, bro.
sometimes I could be petty, but you got to push me to a certain extent for me to be petty because I'd be like okay whatever you know what I'm saying. It ain't the truth, whatever the case may be, or it might be the truth. You know what I'm saying. But then when it's like I bring up the stuff that they were on that was truthful or whatever, and they couldn't take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I just go in. You know what I'm saying?
So you acknowledge and saying you need to stop being petty.
Yeah.
Akil needs to stop being too aggressive.
And I need to include God in that
Oh,
that
that's what's up.
situation.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Right.
So, you're
That's the
right.
first time I heard that with this whole conversation. That's
Right.
real. Bro. That's real.
Respect. Respect.
And
Yeah.
Ben says more communication. Okay. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for chiming in. You dig what I'm saying? Akil, I thank you for chiming in at the last minute. You missed a couple questions, but we always got next time, brother. You always know what it is. You dig what I'm saying?
No
So
doubt.
this concludes this episode of Midwest Talk with my brothers Mizzo, Wakil Supreme, and my brother Akil.
Yes,
Please
sir.
like,
Yeah.
share, subscribe, everything. Look out for fanatical mass holes. You dig what I'm saying?
Sir.
Dig what I'm saying? And Akil, what's your sports page?
Just a Bucks fan.
Just a Bucks fan YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Facebook too.
I'm gonna tap in.
We got 3 Milwaukee representatives on this screen right now. Mizzo is the only outsider, but he's a voluntary guest.
Fuck the Bucks.
The voluntary guest to this Midwest Talk, and I was
Yo, you know it's crazy. Ironically, the Bucks and the Nets play tonight. The Bucks beat the dog shit out of my Nets. They
I
crushed
greatly
them.
appreciate that game.
Fuck the Bucks. Nah.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I down there want to do I need to do an episode, so I'm finna tap in with y'all after this. Y'all come on my platform now.
Do it. We got an East Coast brother on here that'll let it ride because he a Brooklyn Nets fan to the death. You dig what I'm saying?
Washington Commanders fan too.
The Commanders.
Yeah.
So we all gonna get it. But I want to I thank y'all for coming out. You know what I'm saying? Watching this episode again.
Yeah.
We'll part 2 of this. You know what I'm saying? On what do's and don'ts black men should do when they looking for relationships or whatever. So look out for everything. I just want to say peace and love, and we'll holler.
Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Yo, Midwest Talk, Midwest Influence Fitness. It's your boy Insane Lex. Fuck with me, YouTube and Instagram. Holla.